Hello, Gaby's cooking today a homemade bread. This is a real favorite of my friends, my family and colleagues. So I hope I get to show you how to make it. So the ingredients are the dry yeast, a little bit of sugar to help it rise, butter, we're gonna use salt and the all-purpose flour. The first thing that we're gonna do is to rise the yeast. For that, we're gonna add it in a container. We're gonna add the sugar, and we are going to add warm water. It's very important that the water is just warm. Don't burn it. It's a very critical step. I'll show you how it dries. So this is the yeast, and look how it rises about 2 or 3 times the size. It takes about 15-20 minutes in a warm place, nice and foamy. So to the flour, we're gonna add the butter, which is kind of like the dry ingredients. We're gonna add the butter, and we are going to add the salt. We're gonna mix them a little bit, and then we're gonna come up with the water and the raised yeast. To these ingredients, we're gonna add the foamy yeast. You can see how much this actually got really foamy. So the foamy yeast is going to be added to the other preparation, and we are also going to add the rest of the 2 cups of water. We're going to mix this really well, and then we're going to come in here with our hands and we're going to make a dough, and I'll show you how. So this is all of the ingredients put together. We're going to mix them up really well, and then we're going to put our hands in here and we're going to make the dough. We might need a little bit more of the flour, and I'll show you the consistency to decide if we need more flour or not. I'll show you. So you see how this is a little bit gooey? So I am just going to estimate about half a cup of the flour to see if it gets less gooey. So this goes in here. Okay, so the dough is ready. So to make the loaves, I'm gonna get a little bit of flour in my hands, and I'm gonna make a little loaf of bread, and we're gonna put it in a pan, and we're gonna put it in a warm place to rise. A little secret: when I have too much bread, what I usually do is I'm going to show you. I'm going to put a little balls of bread, and then I'm going to raise it, and then I'm going to store it in small containers. So what I'm going to do here is, with the same dough, I'm just going to rise them like little flatbreads. So then you can just like freeze them and use later. But they have to rise, so I put them in these aluminum foils or any of the surface that you want to raise it, and just work the dough such a way that you have little fun flatbreads or mini pizzas. Leftover bread, what I did is this mini pizza. I just straight them with my hands, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook them, and then I'm going to freeze them. I'm going to do mini pizza or flatbreads for some other night, not tonight. So the bread is already bigger, almost double the size. So they're gonna be ready to put in the oven just in a couple of more minutes. So these ones are ready to cook. They're gonna cook for about 30 minutes. The secret to make it rise really nice is that everything needs to be warm. Not cold, not hot, warm. So we're gonna put them in the oven now. So these are now ready to put in the oven. So we're gonna bake them for about 30 minutes at 350 degrees. And it depends how crispy you like them. I like them kind of crispy, so 30 minutes is fine. The breads are done. Let's see. Yes, they look great. I hope they taste good. Let's cut a little bit of the bread and see how that looks like. Ooh, look, very spongy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. So now we're gonna take the flatbread. The flatbread, you need to just take it out as soon as it gets a little bit hard, like maybe for 15-20 minutes. And then this can be a flatbread pizza or just sandwich or whatever you want. You can just like, it has to be white, and then you just freeze it and cook it some other time.